Assalamualaikum guys, I'm Azmir Raja Shubho. I'm a British Council certified IELTS teacher and আজকে আমাদের সাথে আছেন মিস্টার খাইরুল ইসলাম নাবিল। সে 1 year back সে IELTS এক্সামে বসেছে এবং স্কোর ব্যান্ড 8 ওভারঅল উইথ ব্যান্ড 7.5 ইন স্পিকিং। সো আজকে আমি ওর স্পিকিং নেব সরাসরি, এবং যেহেতু ও রিয়েল লাইফে এক্সাম দিয়ে এত ভালো একটি স্কোর সিকিউর করেছে, ওর স্পিকিং এক্সামটা আশা করি আপনারা যদি in the first 10 follow করেন, inshallah you will also be able to get an idea like how you should be talking in your speaking test. So let's get into it. This is the speaking test of International English Language Testing System taking place at IELTS Masterclass and Study Abroad, a British Council IELTS Examination Center. You are the candidate named Muhammad Khairul Islam, and the candidate number is 022520. And I'm your examiner named Azmir Raza Shubho. The examiner number is 5512324. Well, first of all, can I see your identification, please?
Thank you. Here you go.
All right, Muhammad Khairul Islam. There are 3 parts of the test, beginning with some personal questions. First of all, how do you usually spend your holidays?
Well, to be frankly speaking, I actually spend my holidays watching movies most of the time, but I also watch sports and play games if I get my time.
Well, how did you spend your last holiday?
Well, actually, as I've said, I like watching movies the most, so movies was the first thing that I did, and the movie that I watched on my last holiday was The Imitation Game starring Benedict Cumberbatch.
Do you sometimes try to do something effective on your holidays?
Well, yes, of course. I say that I sometimes try to learn new things on my holidays, like watching documentaries, but also I watch new movies and then note down new vocabularies from that so that I can use that in my daily day-to-day life to speak.
Don't you think to some extent it reduces the enjoyment of holidays?
Well, no, I don't think so, because thinking as myself, I like to enjoy adventures, and movies are, I think, the best medium to actually get an adventure, to see a world that's beyond ours. So I would say that it's my productive thing.
So have you visited a lot of places?
Well, yes, of course. I have actually went to a lot of places, and they were of different types.
Well, what's the next place are you planning to go to?
Well, I'm actually planning to go to Cox's Bazar next week, and I think that that would be a great place for vacation, as it's the longest sea beach in the world, and I'm excited to see it.
Well, here our speaking part 1 comes to an end, and we're going to move on to our cue card session, where you'll be given a topic, and on the topic you'll have to be talking for 1 or 2 minutes. And before we begin, you'll be given 1 minute of time to look at the question.
Okay.
I fear you have to start speaking.
Okay, sure. So a sports event that I would like to watch would be cricket, of course, because the game of cricket is my thing of joy from my childhood, and I would love to watch it again and again. And I also love spectating it on the stadium, of course. And I want to watch the game of cricket with my grandfather, actually, because he's the most excited person I see around myself, because whenever watching cricket, he gets so excited that he jumps off the bed sometimes. And I have to actually catch him and then tell him not to jump that much, because he has already gotten old. But my grandfather, he also loves the game, and I actually always enjoy watching with him, and I would love to watch with him the game again. And I watch this game because it brings my childhood hobby and childhood likings back, because I always wanted to be a cricketer. I mean, who doesn't want to be a cricketer in Bangladesh? And as it was my dream, it was always everyone's dream. And the game of cricket, it's just not about athleticism. It is always about being a gentleman and respecting the rules and knowing how to respect your opponent. So I love this game. And cricket, I feel excited, I feel pumped up, actually, to be specific. And cricket is the game that I would always play. I'll always put over any other sport of the world, and that would be cricket.
Thank you so much. Now we are going to have to move on to some follow-up questions on which you have to provide an elaborated answer.
Okay.
Do you think sports can sometimes cause injury?
Well, yes, of course. Sports can be injury prone, especially talking about sports like football or rugby that actually involves the hitting and physical abilities of the players too much.
So in that regard, do you think we should avoid sports?
Oh, no, not exactly. Sports are very important for us because we have to be agile and we have to be on our foot all time. And to be active and stay active, sports are the best medium.
So how can we play sports avoiding injury?
Well, I won't say that we should play sports safely because we have to actually follow the safety measures, but that doesn't mean that we should play sports slowly because that will ruin the fun of the game and the athleticism that also comes behind it. So I think safety measures should be kept, but also...
What types of safety measures do you think should be taken?
Well, of course, if I am speaking about cricket, the players that play cricket should always wear their helmets because we have seen some incidents like Philippines, those who have lost their lives due to not wearing helmets. So they should wear helmets all the time, and also the players, when they run for the ball, they should also think about...
Do you think professional players in often cases remain very uncareful?
Well, yes, I would say that in some cases players also they stay more focused on the game that they lose the sense of their own safety, and that all sometimes causes them big injuries like our Mashrafi Murtaza, that he has gone through some serious injuries in his career because he was focused more on the game rather than his safety.
So what can be done from the sports boards to make the sportsmen more aware of the injuries they might come across?
Well, to be frank, I think the first thing that they should do is introduce a fine that if a player doesn't follow the security measures, he should be fined because the safety of him comes first. Because if the player is not fit to play the next game, how would the spectators enjoy their next game? So I think that the boards should make the players aware of their own safety. That is important, and also they should introduce more and more features that would actually keep our players' safety and keep the fun intact.
Well, that is the end of the speaking test, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.